Everyone, welcome to our AI Automation Bootcamp Day 6. Today we are going to be building a very simple workflow. What we want to do today is we want to build an appointment booking automation workflow whereby we'll just create a workflow that actually just books appointments. This kind of workflow is mostly used, or this kind of automation is mostly used by companies more like small businesses and even hospitals. They use this kind of workflow to book appointments with their clients, and clients they send this kind of forms. Well, when we get into it, you understand they send forms to the client to actually book appointments for when they will actually prefer to have sections with the companies like hospitals, medical centers, and even small time businesses and even agencies. So without any further ado, let's get into the creation. All right, the first thing we're going to do here now is to go into Google, a platform called Google Forms, where you can actually get Google Forms. So here it is. So this is a form that I already created, but we want to create a new one for the sake of this video. Alright, come to blank form. So this is what the form looks like. Now you're supposed to customize this form to. This is actually, the reason for this is because most businesses use this kind of forms whereby they send out forms to their potential clients or to their actual clients to either book their time of the preferred time that they will actually want to have an appointment. Businesses that use such forms include like a hospital, like a dentist, a laboratory, any business whatsoever can actually use it. Even us as an agency, we also actually use this to send out forms. As an AI agency, we also use this here. So this workflow that we're actually working on today is is one of the most essential workflows needed by most businesses. So we're just going to name this appointment appointment form. Appointment form, yeah, okay. Say book your appointment now. So we'll come here to add a new bar. Alright, so we're going to say the question we want to put into the form is email address. We want this to be bold. The first question we want to put in here is full name. Alright, I don't know what's happening. Okay, yeah. Full name. I want it to be required. This simply means that the person must have to fill in what their full name is. We also want this to be required. The person has to put in their address because we have to, their email address, because we have to send email directly to them once they have booked the appointment. So the next thing we want to put in here is their phone number. Also want this to be required. Last but not the least, we want to put in their preferred time. What is happening? Preferred time, stroke date. Yeah, that's it, the preferred time stroke date. So that is it. That is what we want our form to look like. So we're just going to come right here. This is to copy the link. So this is where the response is supposed to be made. Now we want to link the response to a Google Sheet. We already know what a Google Sheet is. I want to link the response to a Google Sheet. Let's say Forms. I think I've done something similar to this. So I want to differentiate it with a name. It's a sign. Let's use this sign. Forms. So if we want to create the response, we come right here. What we'll do, we'll tap on link to sheets. Now what this does is that it links our Google form to a new Google Sheet. Now we're going to create a Google Sheet. Now it automatically creates a Google Sheet for us, so that on submission, every single time someone fills this form and submits it, it immediately sends whatever they filled into this Google Sheet. And fills in the Google Sheet. So for some reason my internet is very slow. Please bear with me. All right. This is not supposed to be untitled, but all right, let's see. Okay, it's untitled because I think because we have not published the form, right? This is, we have not given it a title. This is the title. All right, this is the title, appointment forms. And this is supposed to actually update now. Let's go from here again. Few sheets. Why is it still untitled? Okay, we're just going to copy this. Paste in here. And that's the name of our Google Sheet. So now what happens is whenever we actually fill this form, whatever we fill, or whosoever fills this form, that information is gone, it goes directly and it saves into the Google Sheet. So we want to publish this. Yeah, we want to publish this. What this means is that this form is now currently live and it's online. So we'll copy the link to the form. You can I'll just hold on to that for now. So we go back to our N8N. I want to use a trigger called Google Sheet trigger. Want to use on row added. So whenever a row is added, you already know how to create your credential and link your Google Sheet. So I believe you must have done that by now. So we just come here, appointment forms. This is the name of the appointment, the name of the form, appointment forms. All right, and then this is what is form request. I think that's it. So what we want to try out right now is we want to fill the form somewhere. So we're just going to paste the form. So here's the form. We are going to fill the form. Let's use the name Jason Born. Email address, I'm just going to use mine, John. Phone number, let's just use 09039. Okay. Alright, so I'm picking up a mistake here. This is not how this is supposed to appear, so we're just going to go back to that. Let's work on this form again. Let's go back here. Yeah, this is not supposed to appear like this. Want it to be in a date format, so yeah, I think you can see these changes. Let's just try opening this form again. The link. Alright, that's better now. So we have Jason Born, phone number, and then we say on the, let's say 10th, 25th and 2025. Submit. So whenever this form is submitted, all we have to do is just go back to N8N and we fetch a test event. Now you see that every information that was actually dropped into that. Let's go back to the form. If you go to the form, the phone number and the preferred date that the person wants to book the appointment, and if you come to Anytern, it have successfully executed right here. Here we see the date of submission, name, email address, phone number, and the date for the appointment. So with that being said, the next thing we want to do is we simply just want to book this person's appointment, send the form to this person fills this form, and this form automatically is filled into a Google Sheet, and then we want to immediately send back a message or an email to this person confirming that the appointment has been booked. Most times this is actually used by businesses. As I said earlier, this is used by businesses. After appointment has been booked, the customer care can just simply come back to the forms to see the number every day, to see the number of people who have actually booked appointments with them every day online or on their form submission. These forms usually are embedded in the websites of businesses, but for businesses who do not actually have websites, these forms can just be sent as links directly to people's WhatsApp numbers or something like that. So a lot of businesses would actually love to use this kind of workflow. So if you are well connected to small businesses, you could make a whole lot of money with this simple workflow that just only has 2 nodes. So the next we want to put in here is Gmail. We wanted to send an email or send a message. So the Gmail account, we have already connected our credentials. This is a message we wanted to send, and then we wanted to send a message to the email address. We want to send a message to every new email address that is booked into that Google Sheet. So we're not just going to go ahead and type this email address here. We're going to drag and drop email address. By so doing, every single time a new row is added to that sheet, that email address is run through the workflow. So we have here JSON open bracket email address, and you see the result here is showing the same name here. So the subject of our email is, let's see, appointment confirmation. So don't want it to be in HTML, we want it to be a text. So the message should be as simple as hello. Now we want this to immediately, we want this email to be sent in such a way that it responds as if it's actually a human being that is sending this email back to them as soon as they actually book their appointment. So we want it to be personal. So by that, we cannot just say hello sir or hello ma. The best thing we are going to do is hello Jason Bond. But you also know that Jason Bond is just one of the people that will be filling this form. Several people will actually be filling this form. So we want to drag in the full name, meaning that whoever fills this form, their full name will come here before a message, an email is sent to them. So we want to say hello full name, hello full name, yeah, hello full name. So we see it written as in JSON. So that's it, hello full name. Just going to use a comma, your appointment has been booked successfully for your preferred date. So now the preferred dates. Now different people will prefer different dates, so we're just going to drag and drop the preferred dates. I hope you're understanding why I'm not writing the dates here, rather I'm dragging and dropping their ID, so to speak. So I'm just going to drop this here, their preferred date, which is, you've seen the result that the preferred date will show 10th of 25, or rather 25th of 10th 2025. So we're just going to end it with thank you for choosing Brando. So that's about it. Hello, full name. Your appointment has been booked successfully for your preferred dates. Thank you for choosing Brando. Now this is the message we want to send. So we don't want this message to be sent to their email and then it is still showing that this message was sent from Anytime. So we want to remove or switch off append Anytime. So we cannot execute this now, so let's just do it this way. We're just going to go and pin this so that we can actually execute this and send the email. So we're just going to try executing this. So as you can see, the email has been sent successfully. So I'm just going to go to my email right here. As you can see here, it's clearly written, your hello Jason Bourne, your appointment has been booked successfully for your preferred date. Yeah, thank you for choosing Brando. So it means that our message was successfully sent. So that's about it. So you can just get back to Anytime. Now this can be done with several different things. For now we just sent an email. We can also send a WhatsApp message. We can also send a direct message. So for this example, we're just using an email. This is just a simple method of booking appointments with your client. So today what we did is we tested this appointment booker, or let's say, yeah, we tested this appointment booking workflow, and then we're just going to name this workflow appointments I think that's okay. We're just going to name it appointment. So that's it for today, being the 6th. Tomorrow we are going to look into You know what? I'm just going to allow that to be a surprise. So tomorrow, I assure you, you don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow will be very interesting because we're going to build a little bit more complex workflow. Yeah. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed and wonderful day.